So Misfits Boxing goes from strength to strength, but who's going to be the next star? Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to On Me Edson. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for future videos. So Misfits Boxing, as we saw last week, they had their 14th edition of their tournaments, right? Of their events. And yeah, I thought it was quite a decent event. I think they've sort of taken heed. They're learning their lessons now, and they're trying to get back to what this was about. So we also know, and I've remarked on this in the past, that if you take KSI and the Jake Pauls and the Logan Pauls out of the mix, then they're struggling for headline acts. They're struggling for big names. Now, yes, we've got the likes of Salt Pappy and we got the likes of Slim who can come into it, but there's not enough of them. So whilst there were decent fights on the undercard, they need an injection of a big name. So, quite tellingly, one of the first fights on the card in Misfits Boxing was the heavyweight fight, Tempo Arts, right? And he won. He won his fight. But in his previous fights, he's been calling out one person. And this one person is True Geordie, podcaster, YouTuber as well, who's very vocal and very opinionated, just like the rest of us, on all fighting sports, box sports, right? And football, of course. So we kind of share a lot in common in our interests, right? But True Geordie, to my knowledge, has not said anything. He hasn't risen to it. He might have just batted it away and said, no, come on, I'm not getting involved. But True Geordie is exactly what a Misfits event needs. Now, my advice, if anybody was ever going to take my advice, right, to True Geordie would be, just keep on dismissing it. Don't go in the ring. You don't need to. You don't need to earn 20 or 30,000 pounds, dollars, shekels, or whatever it is, just to get into the ring. You don't need the clout. You don't need the promotion. You don't need anything that Misfits can bring you from stepping into the ring. Yes, be associated with it, be involved with it in the background, as it were, or even commentating, that kind of thing, hosting, brilliant, no problem. But to take that step into the ring, no. So I would say don't rise to the bait. However, from a Misfits point of view, they need somebody like True Geordie in the ring. If I was KSI or Mams Taylor, I would be doing whatever I could to entice True Geordie into the ring. And maybe this is what's going on behind the scenes as well. Now, does it necessarily mean that True Geordie, because he's a physical specimen, of course, would he be able to step into the ring with Tempo Arts and fight? Would he have the boxing know-how? Would he have the boxing skill, the stamina to be able to go 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds with Tempo Arts? Well, obviously he'd have to train for it. We can't say, right, next week you're going to go into the ring. He'd have to train for it. Obviously, he's done some boxing training in the past. He knows a lot of people, so they can pass on a lot of information to him. And I'm sure he could employ the best trainers as well that would enable him to not only get physically fit, but also fight fit and prepared in a technical sense to fight someone like Tempo Arts. So, Tempo Arts has definitely got a lot better, okay? But could they match up? KSI has said, look, I'm coming back. We're going to try and he's trying to beef himself up. He's trying to bulk out. Now, is this to line up a huge fight against Jake Paul, like many are commentating and many are kind of projecting? Maybe, maybe not. But it could be against somebody else. We just don't know. But they need to bring in the big names to keep the thing going, as well as bringing up the guys from within, let's say. And they need to bolster up Salt Pappy as well. Slim, Dean the Great, where has he gone? Have they kind of fallen out with each other for good? Is he not coming back? But the new kid on the block is, well, he's not really a kid, but the new fighter, Joey Knight, bring him up because he's got attitude, he's got swagger. Yeah, and he's good in front of the camera as well. Maybe getting some other well-known people into the mix as well, because they need to fuel this with big names as well. It's not good just saying, okay, we're going to have some random TikToker or some random YouTuber that has got a small following. I think they've learned their lessons there, and it's going to take a little bit of time to repair that damage. But they need this, and I think one of the biggest names that they should definitely be trying to hold on to, definitely trying to grab and pull into the ring, is True Geordie. Now, whether this will happen or not, whether discussions have been going on in the background, I believe that I'm sure there have been. I'm sure there have been. My advice would be, don't do it. You don't need to do it. You don't need. It's much better from a financial point of view, from a business point of view, from a clout point of view, just to stay on the outside and observe and commentate or comment on the fights and the organization itself. You don't need to step into the fold yourself. However, say from Misfits, they definitely want him in. Tempo Arts, of course, yeah, he's going to try and call out the biggest name, who's also a physical specimen as well. Of course he is, because he wants to get bigger fights. He wants to have more attention to him as well. So look, you can read through that, see right through that. That's obvious what he's doing. But as an organization, they need a big name. They need somebody to step into the ring. Personally, I would love to see True Geordie in the ring and see what he's got. We can all talk about it, right? I know as a mid 50-year-old bloke, I'm not going to get into the ring, right? There's no way I'm just doing that. Now, if I was a lot younger, 20s, something like that, and social media was a thing back then, and YouTube was a thing back then, then I could have been easily enticed into it for a Misfits card, let's say. But, for now, no. And this would be exactly how I would feel if I was True Geordie. I would say, no, I'm not doing that. Why would I want to do that? But from my point of view, on the outside looking in, yeah, I definitely want to see you in the ring. I want to see what you've got. I want to see if you can put this Tempo Arts away, if you can put him away. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Does the likes of Misfits, do they need somebody like a True Geordie in the ring? Do they need the much bigger names in the ring? And who is KSI going to fight? Who does he need to fight? Does KSI need to be actively fighting to keep Misfits alive? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. But I will catch you again on another video coming very soon. Maybe, perhaps, when True Geordie gets in the ring and saves Misfits for good. Catch you again. Bye now.